On that particular day I resumed school, I didn't wear underwear. I wore the under, but tight singlet. I didn't have the two things then, so I didn't wear those. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Blossom. So in this video, as you have seen in the description, the title, it's a story time, guys. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed at this point. Kindly subscribe and listen to my story, guys. Yeah. So in this video, I'll be talking about my experience in a boarding school from my GS1 to my SS3. And I want to know you guys' preferences actually. Like, which do you prefer between day schools and boarding schools, guys? So I resumed boarding house 2008. I can't remember, I can't put a particular date to it. It was on a September and on a Sunday, but I do not know the particular date actually at this point. So I resumed and I went to a girls only boarding house, a girls only school, a missionary school in Ibadan. I would not be mentioning names. So I went there, I resumed. But when I was leaving, man, I cried. I cried. My mother cried as she was seeing me off, guys. She cried and I cried as well. But I had a family friend, and wow, see, I enjoyed my stay in that school mainly because of her. So when I resumed that day, as a young girl, I think I resumed at the age of 9. So I didn't know much. From the home I was coming from, I didn't do house chores. There was nothing like washing plates. There was nothing like sweeping. My underwear, guys, I couldn't wash my underwear. Stuffs. So I was just with the underwear and there was no tights. Then I remember somebody calling me and the person was like, "Don't you know your houseware is transparent?" So I was like, "I didn't know." Unfortunately, mommy bought tights for me. So I went to my room and I put on the tights, and from then, that was the first experience I had, guys. My first experience I had in that school. And I did not like it because you were my senior. Call me. Tell me your clothes is transparent. Could you wear a tight? So, but I know that I can't remember how the scene went, but I know that she was rude in talking, guys. I know she was very rude in saying it. So I got to my hostel and I put on a tight. I arranged my load. I settled. Unfortunately for me, my family friend was in the same house, the same dormitory as I was. I enjoyed my stay a bit until those SS3 seniors. See, the SS3 seniors that were there when I was in JS1, guys, they are evil. That's the thing I can just say. They are evil because when I resumed, their rudeness, the terror, the atrocities they committed had reduced. We didn't have much of lesbians when I resumed. So my JS1 experience, and then some of my classmates, some of my setmates, some of those who were in JS1 together, they had siblings in the school. Some of their siblings already graduated, but people still knew them in school. So it was as those ones, they had special places in the heart of people. And those of us who didn't know people like that were there, were like the ones who were suffering, because any instance, I need to fetch water, they will call you. I need to go to the kiosk, they will call you. I want to go to the talk shop, they will call you. I want to go to the dining, they will call you. So I was part of people who suffered in JS1. I suffered, guys, a lot. Remembering it now is actually funny, but then some people left the school farm because the suffering was a lot. But because I was the one that chose the school, and they asked me at home, "Are you sure that is where you want to go?" I said, "Yes, I like the school, I want to go." And even for my interview, I should have smelled it. The interview I did for the entrance exam, I took a phone my daddy gave me in case I was done, so I could call him to come pick me up. Guys, they seized the phone and I couldn't call my father to come and pick me. But his fatherly instinct told him I was supposed to have been done now. So he came to pick me and I explained to him that my phone was seized, so he got it. So back to my story, guys. My experience in the dormitory. We didn't have much of thieves then. I don't think my things were stolen, but when I'm talking about houseware, churchwear, socks, guys, I was a victim of those things getting misplaced a lot. I'll just go to my guardian and call my mom. Mom, I cannot find my socks. And she just send money to my guardian. My guardian will buy socks for me. And there was a particular experience I cannot forget. Anyway, I see that senior, I'll keep remembering, oh, because that senior, what she did to me was just pure evil. That morning she called me. Please, please, I'm not feeling fine. Come let me fetch water. And the distance between my dormitory and where we fetch water from is no joke, guys. So I'm like, of course, you're ill, I would help you. She gave me a very big bucket. A very big bucket. Her name is, I will not say her name. I will not say her name because I promise I will not say names. So let's just say Senior W. Senior W gave me a bucket and I went to the tap. I fetched a water for her. Guys, what happened after is what you will not believe. If you have not subscribed at this point, subscribe, oh, subscribe. The funny thing that happened was that immediately I dropped the water. Someone that was not feeling fine, guys, she was jumping. It was at this point I knew I had been used, guys. I was used. She was okay all the while. She needed her sleep because we used to wake up early, 5 a.m. She called me. I had had my bed because if you're not a dormitory worker, you have to leave the hostel, the dormitory, 6 a.m. She needed her sleep. She had not fetched water. So she felt, who could she have sent if not me? So she sent me, and the moment I dropped a bucket of water, guys, she was talking, she was laughing, she was just so full of life. And guys, she called me again. Oh, that's not the end. She called me again to fetch another bucket of water for her another day. And as the good girl that I am, I fetched it for her. But the third time she called me, I told her, no, I cannot fetch your water. They're like, you are rude, you are this, I can't fetch that for a senior, can't say I'm not feeling fine. I'm like, I cannot fetch it again because I know what you did to me the first time I fetched the water for you. So obviously she got mad, which I didn't care about, and she sent somebody else to fetch the water for her. So another experience I would be sharing actually was the food. Parents or siblings, anybody watching this video right now, if you know that you want to take your child to a boarding house, it had better been to lose weight because the food, although my school tried in that aspect, like they tried. We had food, but there were days the food was not sweet, there were days it was too salty and all of that. So when your child is going to a boarding house, you better give that child a lot of provisions. And most of my mates, I can say provision saved us. And provision was our rescue. And from my school, I can say I made friends. Like I had friends, even though most of us don't keep in touch anymore. Life happened, yeah. So I can say I made friends a lot. I had friends. But my experience generally, I think I started enjoying boarding house when I go to SS1. For my SS1, SS2, SS3, it was so much fun, guys. It was so much fun. My junior secondary school was not fun at all. For me, I know that for some it was fun, but for me, my junior secondary was not fun in any way. I served lots of punishment because I was considered rude. Me, you cannot just, it got to a point I was like, no, senior, so you cannot be sending me on errand anymore. I know that yes, you came to school to be trained and all of that, but you are not my parents. You did not give birth to me. You have no right to be sending me on errands like that. So there was a time I broke loose. That's the word. I broke loose from them, and from that time I was seen as rude. Once committed a simple offense like this, a simple, it was not even a pinch of offense, guys, I was punished. Any small thing, punishment. Any little thing, go and kneel down in the principal's office. Any little thing, go and kneel down in the clinic office. Any small thing, go and kneel down in so office, guys. So I suffered, and if not for the glory of God, if not for the grace of God, actually, I know what I'll have turned out to be. Some did not pass through what I passed through, and they came out depressed, guys. Some didn't pass through half of what I passed through, and till date they are so wicked. But to the glory of God, here I am. So another experience I'll be talking about was when I was in JS3, guys. In my JS3, I fought with a lot of people. Was it JS3? JS2? JS2? JS2. I fought a lot, guys. I fought. There was a time, I can't even remember what caused this fight, guys, but I know that the matter did not relate to me, because if you guys know ewedu, I don't eat ewedu soup. I don't like it. So on this particular day in the school, they served our food, like there will be a cooler for 2 tables. So they served the soup for 2 tables in a cooler, and my classmates had not eaten. And this girl just came from another table that was not a table we were supposed to share with. She came and she was like, she wants ewedu. So I was like, I cannot get ewedu because my classmates are yet to eat. So I did not give her the ewedu that day. And we argued, we shouted at each other, then we left. At the end of the day, we were in class. It was in the afternoon. We were having afternoon lessons that day. Then she came to my window. My math teacher was teaching us that day. And she came to my window. She was like, "You're not feeling fine. You're not feeling fine. You are sick. Why will you not give me your food?" That's how she said it too. You are not feeling fine. You are sick. Why will you not give me the food to eat? And all of that. So I was patient enough for my teacher to leave. And as soon as my teacher left the class, guys, I rushed to her class. I was like, "What was me of the rubbish came to display my class? How would you come and do that? Why were you talking to me through the window? Why could you not come in through my class? Why could you not do this? Why could you not do that?" As the boss lady that I am. So I went to her class. Guys, I beat her. Like, she landed in the dispensary that day. And the matter later got to the principal. And the principal was like, "What? She's not wrong. Yes, she beat her. Like, the girl didn't know the right thing. Why would she go to my class when my teacher was in class?" And all of that. Guys, you don't know what that brought to me, because people who fought the fight I fought, some ended in suspension, some ended in expulsion. Naughty gowns, guys. You had naughty gowns in my school. And naughty gowns were made with low quality materials, just white materials, and you write, "I am a naughty girl." And at that time, it was not yet a popular thing. So people who wore it then were seen as outcasts. And the moment my principal said I was not at fault, I did the right thing for beating her, the girl should just go to the dispensary and be taken care of. It was at that time I knew that the head of my mother, she did not leave me. It's not the experience I'll tell you guys about, guys. I was in, I think, GS3. So my fine arts teacher gave us an assignment. The teacher said we should, I think it was about clay. So we were pounding clay, we were pounding and all of that. And the senior prefect came. "You guys are making noise." And my class were in JS3C. We were seen as notorious. People that are watching this video that are from my school, they know we were seen as notorious in my class. So that's how the senior came. How would we be pounding during prep time? Just so that some other people are trying to read, they are trying to assimilate and all of that. So we looked at her, my classmates and I. We looked at her and she left. The moment she left, we started pounding again. Lo and behold, senior came. She was like, "You guys are still pounding. Everybody fall out. JS3 students are rude. JSS3 students are rude. You guys don't listen to corrections and all of that. So, and then we got out. She was like, go and get a bucket. You guys should have seen how eager we were. We were all jumping. Yeah, he said we should get buckets. Are we going to water flowers? Because my school had a lot of flowers then. Are we going to water flowers? Are we going to do the... We were just so glad. And then we came. So most of us got big buckets actually. And then we came. She was like, go and fetch water. We left though. We went to fetch water because we didn't know what was coming for us. We thought we were having fun. So we fetched the water. And as we came, she waited for everybody to be present. And immediately she came. She was like, carry the bucket on your head. And you know the step now. You know the step of lifting buckets from the floor and bringing it up. Then you use your second hand to hold the bucket. And as we held it, she was like, don't let it touch your head. That is your punishment. Do you believe it? This was our punishment. Don't let it touch your head, guys. So we're like this. Water must not pour. You must not shake. You must not do this. People whose water poured, use your bum to clean it. Like sit on it and you're like this as we are dancing, and the floor will get dry with you using your clothes on to clean it. I remember shaking, guys. I remember shaking. And I'm not saying that boarding houses do not have good experiences. They do. But personally, I feel the bad experiences are way more than the good experiences. Yeah, they were good experiences, sure. Like, I enjoyed my SS1 to SS3. Although there were still punishments in it. Yes, there were still punishments. I served punishments even as a senior. There were still punishments in it, but it was fun. Like, my classmates grew. We all grew. So we enjoyed each other's presence. We enjoyed having each other. There was so much of laughter and all of that. Yeah, so we had fun as well. It was good. My senior secondary school was so good, guys. I remember my friends. Shout out to Damola Dieko, my friend from Pink House. Yeah, we were in the same hostel. When you come the star, we were friends. Sholara G. Who else? I think that's your Sola. Yes, your Sola was my friend too. Like, we enjoyed our SS3 state. Tosin Bolarin Wa, my classmates, Pemi, Ore, Omoyeni, Bumi, Divine, Boluwatito, and many more. Other classes, we had friends from other classes as well, and it was just so much fun. But guys, to go to a boarding house, and I think that's just a summary of this video, to go to a boarding house you have to be strong. Boarding house is not a school for people that don't have strength. To go to boarding house you have to be a very strong person, and any parent who is going to let a child go to boarding house should make inquiries about the school, get to know about the school, know what they do in the school. Don't just take your child to a boarding house and register the child in a boarding house. Know what is done in the school, and don't push your child away that because you don't have enough rest, your child does not need to rest. In my own case, I was one that picked the school, so there was nothing I was giving my parents, there was nothing I was telling them that could have made them take me from the school, guys. So please endeavor to make your own researches. Give your child enough, because when you don't give your child enough, it leads to covetousness. Ojúkòkòrò ló ń pè ní Yorùbá. Ojúkòkòrò leads to covetousness, and sometimes, most times, self-stealing. There are cases of thieves in my school that they had and some didn't have. Some had, and if they don't steal like this, they are not yet okay. So basically, just help your child, help yourself, do what is best for the child, because it is the child that's going to pass through it. There are traumas in boarding house, guys. So at least I was the one that went to boarding house in my school. My two of my sisters now, they've graduated from secondary school. We have just one, and she's still in primary school, and I'm not going to allow her pass through what I passed through. That's why I mainly didn't allow my siblings to go to boarding house, because I really want them to pass through what I passed through. As much as there was fun in boarding house, we had days of terror, guys. So With that being said, we are at the end of this video. If you enjoyed watching it, kindly leave me a comment down below, and do not forget to subscribe, guys. Do not forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I love you so much. Bye.